Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta's side returned back to action this Saturday after their victory in the UEFA Champions League against Paris Saint-Germain at the Emirates Stadium earlier this week. And earlier today, Arteta, in his pre-Southampton presser, was thrown a number of questions by the media in attendance, including his thoughts on the Saints' footballing philosophy, Aaron Ramsdale return, Kai Havertz form, and the Gunners' tactical tweak, and much more. And before I take you through everything the manager said, I would like to welcome you to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone and where you are watching me from. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do that. If you have done that already, thank you so much. Please do well to like, comment, and do not forget to turn on your notification to enable you to see when next I post. Alright, the manager was asked on his injured players, and he said, on Timber, White and Tomiyasu fitness, we had to modify training for a lot of players. We have done the same today because of the load that they had. So it is a decision to make this afternoon, whether to involve them, yes or no. They are close, and Tomiyasu as well is quite close to being involved. So good news. On Zinchenko and Odegaard's return, the manager said, Alex probably after the international break, if everything goes well. He is progressing really well. Martin is very difficult. I expected still with the boot and a lot of things, and he's working so hard and is feeling good, and he is pushing it, so it will be difficult to give him timeline on how big this game is against Southampton. The manager said, we know the significance and difficulty of the match. Last week, the tough schedule that we have was proven, and any opponent can cause you problem. When you think the game is under control, it can get out of your hands immediately. So it was probably a good thing to happen the way it ended up. We know the quality of Southampton, and in my opinion, they are a team who are extremely well coached. They have a very clear philosophy, and they have been very unlucky not to have many more points because there were a moment in the game when they were far better than the opponent, and in some moment the result got away from them. It will be very tough. And on Southampton manager Martin sticking to his style of play, Arteta said, I love that kind of behavior. In the end, you have to do what you feel. He is proving that his philosophy is extremely successful. What he did with Swansea, what he did with Southampton, and last year there were 25 games unbeaten. It was a joy to watch that team play. The same with Swansea, and from what I have seen, they deserve much more than what they have already. But this is the Premier League, and the small details are so important to get results. And the manager was further asked on the return of former Arsenal goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale to the Emirates Stadium, and he said, I called him straight away when I got the news of his transfer, and he was really happy. He is a player that we love a lot, very charismatic, and he really put his fingerprint here on the club with the way that he was. It will be very good to see him. On getting his team to feel they can overcome any challenge, he said, that's what we are trying to do. We have a very difficult fixture list after the international break, and on top of that, a lot of unpredictable things happen in terms of injuries and players not being available, but we adapted well. We look forward, and we are competed really well in all games. For sure, there are aspects that we have to still improve, but we are showing a lot of consistency and adaptability in the way that we can play and win games. I think these are all very positive signs, but it's very early in the season still. On why the Arsenal fans are seeing Kai Havertz scoring consistently, the manager said, first of all, because he is so good, because he wants it so much, and because he's surrounded by great players around him. The fact that he's gone through some difficult moments just made him a better player and a great person, I think. On what Emirates Stadium means to him, and he said, it's a huge privilege every time I am sitting there and I am surrounded by the players, our supporters, and being part of that incredible atmosphere. It makes me proud that we have built something really special here that our people feel proud of, and that the players enjoy what they do. Hopefully, we can continue to win a lot of matches here. On how important the team talk is, the manager said, I don't think it's very needed at this level because we know the quality and the opposition that we face every week in the Premier League. They have seen in the last 2 days what we have to do against them to earn the right to play, and they are very aware that it's going to be a very tough match. On whether Southampton manager Martin need to adapt his style, and he said, every manager has a choice to do that. What I can tell you is the result. It's proven are there. It's a very clear identity and very clear way of playing, and very successful. So it's up to the manager. What I can say, watching and analyzing it, is that they are really good and he is really good. On whether it is too early to say who is in the title race, the manager say, it's superly early. We have just started it. You can feel already the tension in every match and the importance of every match. We are just in October, so imagine on how hard it is to let someone like Ramsdale move on and he said, "It is personally because I was very grateful for what he did. When we signed, there was a lot of noise around him. We helped him to create an environment that needed because we believe in his potential and he showed it. He won the respect and admiration of all of us. Then the circumstances changed because this is endless sport and that can happen. It was difficult to deal with that situation in a natural way, so we decided to part ways, and hopefully he is grateful as well." On how the team has evolved without Odegaard, Arteta said, "We had to be different. The importance that Martin has in everything we do, it was too big to try to replicate it with one player. We tried to do it in a different way, adapting a few things and using players' quality, players that can play in the right position with the right chemistry around them. Maybe it took a game or two, but then it started to flow a bit better. But we have found a way. But we still miss him because he is one of the most important players for us." And on Saliba and Gabriel partnership, Mikel Arteta said, "Obviously, they are incredibly important for us, but I think the team has built that consistency because the 11 players are so committed in every phase of play. They have the hunger and desire to compete for every ball." On whether Leicester City prove how difficult every game is, he said, "Yes, every 3 or 4 days we have an unbelievable test. 3 days ago it was Paris Saint-Germain, before that it was Leicester City. 2 completely different games, opponent, expectation and ways of playing. We have to adapt to that, try to be ourselves and have the same ambition and determination to win the games." And on Trossard and Havertz playing as a front two in Odegaard's absence, Mikel Arteta said, "We have to put players in position and qualities where they can feel that they are in their strength and try to hide their weaknesses as much as possible. Without Martin, we have other things we cannot do, but we have a bigger threat in other areas and we have to make the most out of that." On if it make Arsenal more direct, the manager say, "In certain games, yes, but not just because of Martin, more because of the behavior of the position." And if Kai Havertz could get 20 goals this season, the manager say, "He certainly has all the qualities and he certainly has the ambition to do that. In the end, scoring goals sometimes are very small details and a lot of things have to go for you. But he's got it and his mindset has changed a lot in regards to that. He certainly has ability to do it in my opinion." And when the manager was further asked if he's worried about injuries in the international break, he said, "I prefer not to watch the games. I pray that everybody is going to be fine, because the last one was a really difficult one in my opinion." And on if there should be as many international breaks as there are, he said, "It's been like this for years. We are not going to change that. It's part of the duties that they have, all the European teams, South American as well. It's the same thing, but we have to adapt to that and hopefully be healthy." And if he talks to players about their fitness before playing for their countries, he said, "First of all, the players has to be healthy to go to their national team, but all of them, when I spoke to them, want to be part of that, and it is normal. It's a huge privilege to represent your country. They all want to be involved. They all have their roles. They don't want to lose it, and we have to understand that as well." And on how pleasing it is to see Thomas Partey settle in the team, and he said, "He is a massive player for us and he's shown that week in, week out. He started the season really well, really fit. The way he came back post-holiday was probably in the best condition that he's been, which was really helpful as well. Now he needs to continue to do that. We have managed certain minutes with him in the right way and the team is doing that, and then he's doing everything he can as well to be in the best physical condition." And when the manager was asked if Partey is back to his best now, he said, "It is about consistency. Obviously, when you change certain habits and you want more consistency, things don't happen overnight. If in 2 or 3 weeks it doesn't happen and you throw in the towel, you are going to waste the next 2 or 3 years of your career. He's doing everything he can to be in that. I think his work ethic has been better than ever. Defensively, he's been really solid, and with the ball, he had moments. They probably were the most complete performance because he gave us everything that we want from him, and he can deliver that." And if Thomas Partey is playing to earn a new contract, he said, "We play him to find our best version and to be the most competitive team that we can be and try to win every single game." So guys, this is all about the news. What do you think about everything Mikel Arteta say concerning his team and injuries ahead of their Premier League clash against Southampton on Saturday? Please, whatever opinion may be on this, I would like to see it on the comment section. Do well to like, comment, and do not forget to turn on your notification to enable you see when next I post. Thank you for watching this video. See you in my next video. Bye.